Hi, this is Dave Philippi with FabCAD, and we're going to go through a scenario where a customer has sent you a PDF of a custom fence section that you see here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to close out of the PDF here and open up FabCAD. What we're going to do is we're going to bring the PDF into the drawing. We're going to use PDF underlay to do that. So there's the PDF. I click OK, put it on the little workbench here. All right, so we're going to have to match up the radiuses and all of this, and so I'm going to use the Gate program to draw this fence because we have a custom sketch feature in the Gate program. So the first thing I need to do is I want to size this fence section to the exact scale. So first of all, let's see what size it is right now. So I'm going to do it. Now, unfortunately, this is a scanned PDF, not a PDF generated by a CAD program. If it was generated by a CAD program, we would be able to sense the endpoints and all that. But we're going to have to just be very careful and just point exactly to each end of this. And so right now, this PDF, those dimensions are 1 foot 5 and 5/8. So we got to make it 5 foot even. All right, easy enough to do. So what we'll do is we'll use the scale command. I'm going to select the PDF and the dimension. Right click, base point anywhere. Then I'm going to click on reference, or I could type R for reference. And the reference length, we want to make the reference length the dimension lines, which I've midpoint here and midpoint there. And then the new length is 5 foot. Oh, I just hit that. And now let's check the dimension. The dimension is 5 foot. Which matches what this drawing says it is. Okay, now that we've done this, I want to trace over the curved part, because what I want to do, using the custom sketch feature, all we need is the outline of the gate, and then the program will draw the rest of it. So looks like the first part here is straight, so I'm going to draw a line. I'm going to put on ortho so I draw it straight. Now it may not match up with the drawing if the scan was put in the scanner crooked or something. So I'm going to go straight line to there. And then I'm going to draw an arc from the end point of the line, because we do have that. And then I'm just going to use this existing arc as my guide into that point right there. You can see it's laying right over top. Now, when you're tracing, it may not be a bad idea to make it a different color so you can see it. So I'm going to type in color. And I'm going to change it to red. So every new thing I draw now will be red. So let me draw the next arc. And that's from the end point there. And let me just zoom in and click at point right here. To looks like the end of the straight line is there. You see now it's red. Then I'm going to draw a line from the end point of this arc here over to the brick. Okay. So now I've got that. Then I want to draw, it's supposed to be 2 foot 9. I'm going to draw a line from the end point here and just type in 2 foot 9 and enter. And then take it over to that point there. So you see we know that the 2 foot 9 is the right height. So obviously there's something out of scale with the drawing that we're using. Then I'm going to draw a line from the end point of the arc here. And that's supposed to be 4 foot 8. So I'll go 4 foot 8, enter. Then I'm going to copy that out. Put a window around. Okay, so we see that actually it's a little bit off there too. So what I'm going to do to make sure that it's the right height, I'm going to move this and that straight line there, and I'm going to zoom in tight, and I'm going to move from the end point here to the intersection there. That's the right height. Then I need to go up here. It's very close. You can see how close it is. I'm going to highlight this line and this line here and then match those up like that. Okay. The next thing we need to do is clean up the bottom here, so I'll do the fillet command at the bottom. And then let's check. It looks like it's a little bit wider. There's a dimension for the 5 foot, and the gate looks bigger. So let's see exactly how wide that is there. So let's go to linear. All right, it's 5 foot 11/16. So we need to make the bottom the right length. So I'm just going to erase the old dimension here. So I'm going to stretch this side here 11/32. We'll do so it keeps it balanced. So 11/32, and then I'm going to stretch the top section where the arc is there 11/32. 11/32. All right, now it's exactly 5 foot. So let's check the radiuses and see what we got there. So we go to radius. The radius on this one, 1.6 1/4. It's supposed to be 1.7. So I'm going to erase this arc here. And in the pull down for the arcs, we have 3-point arc, but we have also all these other options. One of them is start, end, and radius. So I'll click that, and it prompts me for the start end, which I'll do there, and the end, which is there, and the radius, which is 1.7. Okay, so let me erase that. And then we'll do the bottom. So let's see what the radius is for that first. Radius is 2.6 7/16. That's close, but not close enough. So we'll erase it. And we'll do start end radius again. We'll start from the bottom up because the other one bowed this way. The other one was going to bow down. Start, end, and that's 2.7. Okay. Then to change all this back to black, I'm going to match properties and turn all this black. And I change the color back on the command line back to bilayers so that everything is black that I create new. Okay, so now we have the right length, the right height, and the right radiuses for this frame. So now we can go ahead and draw the rest of it. So I'm going to copy this just in case I need to do another one. And go to the Gate program, and we'll use Custom Sketch. We'll click Draw, and we don't need anything there, so that's 0. We'll uncheck that, or let's leave that blank. No finials. Click Next. The top bar is bar channel. The left rail, what we're going to do here is just type in 0.01 because the fence has no picket at the end like a gate would. And then I'm going to go from here and to here. And the wall thickness, I'm going to check NA. And then the bottom rail is the same as the top. So I'm going to go from here and to here. And then the pickets on this one are 1 inch. So I'll go to 1 inch, and then I'll check NA there. And we'll do a 4-inch gap. And then we'll click Draw. And at the command line it says Select Custom Drawing. So I'll just put a window around that. Right click, draws the gate. Gives me the cut list. Now, you notice we got these 0.01 square tubes on the end. We don't need those anymore. So I'm going to erase that one and that one. And there's a frame also. I need to erase that, so I'll just delete that. It's right there, double lines. Keep forgetting that. So we'll erase that one and that one. And do a bill of materials update. Pick this rail assembly here, and now those two right and left pieces have disappeared, and there is a gate that matches exactly what the customer requested.